Right. Kala ya basham ya shai. Mashinaka bodze kwanyam. Shalawam wa kanan. Lahabakaya wa kyam. All praise to the Most High Yahweh for His Son Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders who continue to labor in the truth and sincerity. Those are GMS. Salutations to Akim and the elect around the four corners, pushing the true doctrine before Yahweh Shai is sent back, causes destruction of our enemies and saves us from our tribulation. Okay. This is just a quick ironing out of a video from Church of Yahweh Shai that's gone up. Okay, I don't know what the intentions of it are. Okay, but I don't know what kind of controversy I don't get it. But
it's not because no look. Anyway, go.
The man was having a private conversation with Akim here. Okay, it was a private conversation. What he's going to done is he's recorded it and uploaded it, unbeknownst to the brother. Okay, and then on top of that, he's giving out the camp leader's name.
No,
and he's what is it? And he's slandered the camp as well. Okay, and he's dodging questions from this brother as to why he's compromising on certain parts of the doctrine, but we're going to get there. Okay, we're going to do a commentary on the video that he's put up. We're going to iron out the bumps, basically. Okay.
Trying to say this out of love, yeah.
And love is what?
No, this is not like a post-Cold War where you know if you're not from SC16, we don't want to see you around N17 and all of that.
No one's telling you that you can't go into the borough of N17. That's ridiculous. There's many other places apart from Wood Green. Okay? Enough man that push the works know that that's my foundation. Okay? So you going down there directly opposite me in iShop, what are your intentions? Okay? I don't get it.
That thing about the thing to the crowd, man. Look, Peter said, yeah, First Peter's, what did Peter say? In all holy conversation and godliness, man. What does that mean? Yeah?
All holy conversation and godliness is talking about how you conduct yourself as a man of the Lord. You having a private discourse with this brother here and then recording it without his knowledge is not holy conversation. So you're going against yourself when you're pulling up scriptures. You're falling on your own sword. That anyone who's learned would see your video and be like, if they know us as well, and see your video and be like, right, this guy is going mad.
Let me ask you a question. You know the apostles that you follow, right?
First, understand what you're talking about. What does that mean?
What does that mean, the apostles that you follow? Well, unless you're following a different camp, then you shouldn't be saying, oh, the apostles that you follow. Because that's what, possessive pronoun, isn't it?
I remember this guy came off as a back when we was first teaching. So
that's in when we were under our former camp leader. That's look, man. I don't drop names because man, don't want their name dropped. That's why I don't drop names.
No, but all right.
To
reverence.
Let me make a point. The apostles that you follow, have you ever seen them tell any of the camp, don't let me catch you teaching in New York? Have you ever seen them saying that before?
No, because they're all part of the same camp, mate.
No, have you ever seen Zabak teaches there as well? Okay, ISPK have a camp there as well. Alright?
That's New York. New York is not Wood Green. Okay, New York is not Peckham or Brixton or Croydon or any of these other areas. New York is not even Oxford Street. Alright? New York is so large that you can have 3, 4, 5 different camps. If I didn't know any better, I'd say Zakari has a spot down there on the same street as well. the street is so large. Okay? Man, them have to understand that America and England are two different countries. You understand? It doesn't work the same way. That's why you got people in camps that are imitating the way things happen in America when it doesn't go down like that. Okay? You're not in America. Stop imitating America. Alright? Otherwise, fly your ass over there and wait for them nukes to come down.
It's like it's just a righteous.
No, but it's true, man. It's true. A lot of people imitate America. Oh, and then so that's why he's come down to my foundation, and because of the way the size of the streets in the UK in London is, what does he not get it? Does he not understand?
But all I have to say, all I got to say is, we made the attempt to call this brother. Like I've made the attempt to call this brother off my own phone on a few occasions. Okay, he can't even deny this anyway. And the time, I think it was not too long ago, I think it was like a couple of days ago, where my brother was here prior to today, made the attempt to call, what's his name? What is it?
I'll talk about that myself.
His name's called Royce anyway, yeah?
You don't need to, you understand? That's childish.
No, because it's a thing where it's like, do you know, he's not acting like a brother, innit? So it's a thing where like, I can't even, that's not brotherly. Okay? But anyway, made the attempt to call him. As soon as, called him, couldn't pick up. As soon as I called him off my brother's phone, that's when he picked up. Okay? And the intent was to speak to him. But he, obviously, he didn't want to speak to me because he knew that the bone was going to be picked about what he'd just done with the video being uploaded. And his craftiness and his slickness. Yeah? And him trying to avoid him getting questioned about going off on his doctrine.
Avoid being confronted on what he's doing. But we're going to get there, okay? We're going to get there.
And then that's when, he's basically running. He's on the run.
I teach them a couple blocks down the road, because it's like you teaching in Haringey, basically.
Haringey is the borough that Wood Green is in. Alright, there's nothing wrong with you teaching in Haringey. Okay, Haringey is a massive borough. Wood Green is not the only place in Haringey. If you check out the borough, okay? E17, you mentioned it yourself, so you know this.
That's how it is. Fam, you have to understand, before you bring something to me, you have to understand what it means, because
You're saying it like I was standing right at the spot that you're teaching at.
You are. The former videos when I'm down in Wood Green, you're right there. Do you understand?
Come on.
I'm not saying it because it sounds good, it's because it's true.
Come on. Basically round the corner from the Turkish restaurant.
It's not even around the corner. I can see man right in front of my face. There's no corners anyway.
It is, but they're back in the Turkish restaurant.
There's no corners. The only corners are the pillars on the building.
What's it called? The Sultan or something? You can see Metro Bank, basically.
like I just said to you, if we was there, you could see us. We're in eye shot.
Yeah, but why would I come there, okay? And this is ridiculous. I can't believe what you're saying, man. For someone that claims to be seasoned.
See, that's just
So that's him trying to make, I don't know, some sort of minor mockery or whatever. But yeah, why would you come down there? If we're teaching the same doctrine, and you know that's my foundation, because you mentioned it in this video, why would you come down there?
Without contacting.
Without even contacting, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there, because I don't know why you nuked yourself on this video. Okay? It's absolutely stupid.
This is hilarious to me, right?
Someone that claims to be seasoned.
Have we not taught? Yeah, let me ask you a question. Have we not taught in Brixton before? Yeah, and ISUPK have been in Brixton as well.
Well, I wasn't there, because I've never seen that.
Right. He wasn't there. Before he split up from the camp, I definitely wasn't there. I split up from the camp before you guys went down to Brixton. And when you guys are down in Brixton, that was before ISUPK and IUIC were even down there anyway.
Because they was in, Birmingham.
Right, they were in Birmingham.
Prior to being in London.
Both of them were in Birmingham.
Can't.
Okay. So when ISUPK and IUIC came down to Brixton, I was already pushing the works in Croydon and Wood Green for a while. And he'd split off and come to me.
For about a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Way before they came down to Brixton. So that's that. If you did not know and you like this video, you would have to be a top 4. You really would. You'd have to be one of Israel's dunces.
No, it just means that
you're not learning, and you're either watching it for entertainment or what. You just don't understand the situation.
It just means you don't understand the situation.
But it sounds good to their ears.
No, but remember, they don't know the full conversation. When you watch it, he's only recorded the piece of a conversation where the subject has changed. The ultimate subject was him getting questioned on him going off.
We will get there.
So that's when he started to change the subject.
The subject, yeah.
And then when I go to put back the subject on, that's why you're going on for the Sabbath. That's when he's trying to flee. Okay.
All right.
And saying, "Oh, shalom."
Don't even try that. Don't even try that. Don't even try that. You brothers never go up to ISUPK and say, "Oh, why ISUPK? Why are you teaching on our foundation for?"
So why am I, when I split off from my camp, their foundation, my former camp leader, his foundation is Brixton. Okay? So I split off, and the most I put the spirit on me to go to brand new foundations where no other camp has been. So those are certified my foundations. Okay? Why the hell am I going to deliberately detour and go down to my old camp leader's foundation? Alright? And contend on his foundation. Why would I do that? So let's say now he comes back to the UK and chooses to go down to Brixton. And he finds me there. I'm screwed, aren't I? Because I'm on another man's foundation. That's ridiculous. Knowing full well that I split up from the camp before IOIC and ICPK came down to Brixton. If anyone should be going down there, it should be my former camp leader. He's more than welcome down there. And a few other places as well. Because that's his foundation, not mine. So that's a stupid question, asking him why me and the rest of my camp don't go down there. Okay?
Why you're doing it? Because you're giving occasion for the devil to tempt you. That's why.
Oh, gosh. This is like the ultimate facepalm ever, cuz. How is me and my camp not going down on another man's foundation to contend with people that are not teaching the correct doctrine, giving the devil occasion to tempt us? No. Where's the temptation?
No, that's not talking about the camp. Well, he was trying to direct that at me specifically. He wasn't talking about the camp.
Where's the temptation? Explain where's the temptation then.
That's why I haven't made a reply to him specifically. Okay?
I want to know where the temptation is. What are you tempted to do?
That's what I'm saying. That's the reason why you won't see me making a reply specifically, because it's not. For me, it's not valid making a reply. Obviously, the brother wants to do a reply. I've gone according to the scripture. I've done what I've had to do with him. Okay, and he's fleeing. But the scripture says the wicked flee when no man pursueth. Okay, so it's left between him and the Heavenly Father. Okay, between me and that brother. Okay, so.
Because you know ISUPK, they're proud and they won't take no shit. That's why. But you know, the humble and the meek brothers, those are the guys that brothers always want to come up to and be saying stuff like this. Because what you're saying right now, you're telling us that we shouldn't teach in Wood Green because you guys are across the road from us.
Right. That's the whole point. You're literally... I don't even need 20/20 vision to see you. You're not even that. You're so close that I can shout to you across the street. Like, that's how close you are. I could throw you a package and you could catch it. That's how close you are. You're close enough to catch the package. So what are you doing? Because if you're down there and people come down, they're going to be asking you what you're teaching. Then they're going to come over and asking what we're teaching. And I'm like, why is it that you're teaching the same thing? If we are teaching the same thing, mind you, why are you teaching the same thing on the same foundation? Why are you not linked up? You see what I'm saying? That's why I can't even get angry. I can't, it's just freaking... Oh, gosh, man, go on.
Man, what about that? And also, another point I need to make, yeah? Another point I need to make. You guys are not even from Wood Green, okay? You're not from Wood Green.
No, I'm not from Wood Green.
Matar's not from Wood Green.
Just to clarify, I'm Matar, okay? He's not from Wood Green. I'm not from Wood Green. What does the scripture say? Luke chapter 4 verse 43. Yahushua said, let me go into the other towns and cities also. But that's why I am also sent. So you're saying that we're the ones starting a turf war. And then you're saying that because we're not from that area, we're not supposed to teach down there. So can someone watching this video explain who's pushing a turf war then, please? And mind you, this has all come up overnight. There's been no contention or anything before that. So I don't understand where the hell this is coming from. Okay? There's nothing stopping this brother talking and contacting me before this video. Nothing. As far as I knew, we were on good terms. Okay? You're talking about we're trying to start a turf war, which is, that's against my nature anyway. That's ridiculous. What does the Bible say? To be carnally minded is death. So that's stupid. Okay?
Go on.
So, what does the Bible say? I mean, it's James 1 and 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. You understand me? Because you're the one saying that we're starting a turf war, and you're telling us we're not supposed to teach down there because we don't live down there. So, it's insane. A quadruple-minded man. Hold up with that, man.
That's just back on.
Oh, Lord of mercy.
From Wood Green. You understand? Yashaiah is from that area. So if anything, he is the man. He is the designated prophet for his own hometown. Now listen.
Right. So
wait, Slack on. Wait, go on. Don't the scripture say? Let me just get the scripture, man. The scripture says a prophet is not without honor except for in his own hometown. That's why Yahushua did not works there.
A prophet has no honor in his own hometown.
Here we go. This is Matthew chapter 13 and 54. This is Yahushua, okay? I'll start from 53. And it came to pass that when Yahushua had finished these parables, he departed thence. And then he was come into his own country, like his own town. He taught them in their synagogue, insomuch that they were astonished and said, Whence have this man his wisdom and these mighty works? Is this not the carpenter's son? Is not his mother called Mary? And his brethren James, Joseph, and Simon, and Judas, and his sisters, are they not all with us? Whence then have this man of all these things?
Right, because they've seen him grow up from when he was a child.
Yeah, that's the breakdown. But
okay,
the main point,
right, go on.
The main point, and they were offended in him, but Yahushua said unto them, A prophet is not without honour, except, which it says, save in his own country and in his own house. And he did not many mighty works there because of their unbelief. So you're saying, oh, you shouldn't teach. He's only teaching it because that's where, what do you call it? That's where he's from. If that's where he was from, you know, you wouldn't be doing many mighty works there simply because no one's going to even look at you once, because they're going to look at you like, oh, you're just whoever you are that we've grown up with. Okay, so there'll be no point really going there to do your main work anyway. But the main thing is you're going off on the doctrine.
We'll get there. We will get there.
And
right? We will get there. Right? You're jumping the gun. You're jumping the gun. But this Yeshaya guy, yeah? Prior to you even knowing that Yeshaya lived on the planet, we came into contact with him.
He came up to our camp.
I think it was this brother that gave him
I'll get into that. We basically, we're gonna probably upload a video if it's there. Okay, because it's on our channel.
It's been from February the 8th or 28th.
He came up to the camp, yeah. I think he had his fringes on or whatever, okay, because most of these super duper Israelites, they have their fringes on and they think that, oh, because they got fringes on, it's all pants and play, okay. But he came up to the camp and he didn't agree with the new moon Sabbath and how the Sabbath goes according to the scriptures. And I went through I had to break down the whole Sabbath doctrine to him. Yeah? That got brought down to me through Elder Apostles and through watching GMS Elders the Milk. This is years ago, like about 3-4 years ago. GMS Elders the Milk and so forth. The same doctrine.
Right, okay? So basically, he came up to the camp prior to you even knowing that he even existed. All right, we went over the name because he didn't agree with the name Yahweh and he didn't agree with the name Yahushai. He was saying Ahaya and Yeshua. Yeah. That's what he was saying. And he was contending, or there was a mild contention with the Sabbath.
He was wrestling with the scripture
with the Sabbath
when it came to the Sabbath. Okay, the Sabbath, the same Sabbath that we've learned, through the elders and apostles of GMS. Okay,
right.
Through GMS elders, the milk Sabbath for high holy days.
Right. Okay. So he came into contact with us. Not a problem there. The second time I saw him personally myself, I went for a job interview.
No, slacker. Go on. As the brother said, he came in contact with us, and there was a problem there because he wasn't receiving the scripture. How it's broken down.
Yeah, the first time. That's it. Okay? The first time he came up, he wasn't understanding it.
He wasn't. Okay? He was wrestling with the scriptures when it was broken down to him. Because when I broke down, I went into the Sabbath with him. Okay, it's on video. Yeah, and your face is on the video. Okay, we went into the Sabbath, and I brought out the scriptures. Yeah, and you was wrestling with them scriptures. Okay.
Now, the second time I saw him was when I was going for a job interview. I was too early for the interview, so I took a bus down towards Wood Green, and as the bus goes past Tottenham Hell, which is my former camp leader, its foundation. In fact, that foundation is where I saw the truth, and I came into the truth from that foundation. So I was going past that foundation.
Well, you saw people pushing the truth.
No, I didn't. All right. I heard someone.
Yep.
And I would say preaching and prophesying, for lack of a better term, because I didn't hear any name being prophesied and I didn't hear any scriptures coming out. Do you understand? So I got off the bus. I was like, who is this? Because I've never heard of this person. And I know this is my former camp leader's foundation. And as far as I know, he's in a different country right now pushing the works.
Oh, right? This is recently that you're talking about?
This was in April this year.
So this is recent. Salakia, this is recent. I thought it was talking about years.
Anyway, so what is it? Because I didn't know if you'd remember us, and I barely remembered him because it was in February that we first encountered him, and April was the second time I saw him myself. So I observed him. I was like, oh yeah, that's the guy. I said to myself, that's the guy that
just for reference,
came up.
The guy that we're talking about?
Yeshaya. Anyway, he was out there by himself, pushing the works for lack of a better term. All right, like as a vagabond Jew, and I'll say vagabond Jew not as a offense. If you're young, you're gonna take it offensive, but I say it as offense because you're not. So you claim. I asked you, do you remember my camp? When you watch the February, if you scroll down to when this guy first encountered us, to February, my brother gave him our camp information and the GMS elders, the milk, and other channels to learn from. Okay, I don't know what he did with it. That's down to him. But when the second time I encountered him, I asked if he remembered me. I remembered where I'm from. I don't think he did remember it. Right, but I remember I said to him, look, you don't remember our camp, anything? We met in Wood Green. And then you said to me, you don't associate yourself with any camps. That's why I mentioned Vagabond Jew. Okay? And then you weren't even teaching the name anyway. You weren't teaching the name of Yahweh or Yahushai. And you weren't teaching the name that you were defending when you came up to my camp.
What's the name he was teaching in?
He wasn't teaching in any name.
So he was just doing what?
I don't know, he was just shouting basically. I remember quite clearly you were talking about the Windrush situation.
So he was just
because this was it, Orating it. He was talking about the Windrush situation that was happening because that was popping off in April. Alright? So that's what was going on. That was the second time I encountered him personally. Let's get back to this video because alright.
I have fruit from Wood Green, name called Shaman 1. Yeah? If anything, you basically did what you just said.
There you go. We might as well speak on that. What's there to speak on?
Like I said, you're not going to find any reply from me specifically, or me trying to make a video specifically, because I've done what the scripture said and confronted the brother one-to-one. So me going in and trying to do some whatever on a video, you're not going to hear that from me specifically. Okay, remember what this video is about
It's just to iron out.
Is what the brother's
What he said,
saying about he's getting his point across about the what is it? The understanding of the reason why he's there's a problem with him teaching where we're teaching. That's what the video is about. Okay?
That's the main crux of the video. All right. In fact, we'll go further into the video actually.
I've already got through from Wood Green. So what you're saying is don't make no sense. Plus, he's not coming with a full doctrine. So
So what are you saying now? You're saying that we shouldn't teach in Wood Green anymore?
I'm saying, yeah, you might as well just look for somewhere else.
Yeah, but where does it say that? Where does it say that? Show me a precept where it says. Wait. Show me where Yahawashi. Are you listening? You see, you're just talking.
Listen.
You don't listen.
Listen. Did you know that we taught there or not?
Show me a. Wait. Let me make a point. Show me a precept.
Did you know that we taught there or not?
Show me a pre. Yeah, I know you teach there, and I even.
So you knowing I teach down there, and the rest of my camp teach down there, and the fact that we're supposed to be on good terms. What was the problem? Only you know what that problem was, because this happened overnight. Okay? There was no build-up, nothing. What Esau would call this is an unprovoked attack. That's what that is. Do you understand? Ridiculous.
Did I not tell your brother that he could come down and teach with us? Did I not say that?
Wait, Wood Green?
No. I told your brother he can come and teach with us in Tottenham, Brixton, anywhere he wants to teach. But for some reason now, all of a sudden, you guys are saying, oh, you can't come and teach in Wood Green. You're building on my... Wow, you know what?
That's rubbishness.
We're not the same camp, one.
That's rubbishness, because one, we're not the same camp, and you told me before, yeah, fine, there's camps that link up. I had no problem with that. In fact, I was trying my hardest to come and link down with you 3-4 times. I called my camp members, do you want to do this? Try and link down. We tried, it wasn't happening. All right? Shama 1, the new brother, this is the last time that I called you to try and link up. My final effort to try and link up, because the whole camp has to try and get down there. So I called the new Akim in our camp that's from Wood Green, and I said to him, are you able to make it down there? He said no, he's not able to make it down there. So Kami, all right, this is not Kami. Kami is other brother. He contacted you on my behalf. I think I even spoke to you myself and said to you, Salakia, but we can't get down there because Shama 1 can't travel down to Peckham. He can't get down there. Okay? But it wasn't like I was just randomly coming down to the spot where you teach when you're not there without your knowledge and teaching. That's madness. Do you understand? That's absolutely ridiculous. So you knowing, and you've admitted on the video that you know that I teach down in Wood Green.
Go back on that a little bit again.
And we were supposed to be on good terms. We were supposed to be on good terms.
It's not bad.
Hold up. We were supposed to be on good terms. I was discussing to try and get down there with you. Now, quite obviously, there's no problem with you getting up to Wood Green. So why is it that you couldn't contact me and say to me, yo, Ak, can I come up and link up with you in Wood Green? Because I've got Akim, who's new to this truth. He said he's from Wood Green. I know you're in Wood Green. I know that's your foundation. Can I come and link with you and teach there with you? What was to stop you from doing that? Because that's the same thing that was happening before. There are many camps that link up in America. In fact, you're the one that mentioned it. You said HODC and IUIC. No, HODC and IUIC. What is it? Zabak's camp and Sakari. And we're going to get back there. Zabak's camp and Sakari link up. The brothers that teach under GMS, what is it? DTA and Men of Valor, they link up. I'm sure there's a couple others that teach the same doctrine from the teachings of GMS that link up as well. I'm sure DTA and Men of Valor don't randomly go down onto each other's foundation without discussing, without prior contact, without prior knowledge, without prior understanding that you're going to link up. Because they're going to call up another man and say, yo, what you doing? You know we're down there. You know we teach down there. Why didn't you tell me that you're down there?
Okay.
Because that's my foundation, and you know that's my foundation.
So like, even before that,
Okay.
yeah, the reason which the Most High held it back of us actually going down there.
I'll get to that. I'll get to that because I said about the
There's a
HODC.
video on your channel.
Hold up! You're jumping the gun. You're jumping the gun. I need to
their
go on.
channel.
Before you finish, let me go on at the IUIC because the Sakari and the
How long was the video?
Sakari and what is it? Zabak. They teach different doctrines and they link up. That's madness. Because if I was new to the truth and I go down to them and they've linked up together and I ask them about the microchip, or I ask them about what's his name, Cornelius, okay, there's going to be some sort of contention because you're teaching two different doctrines and you're linked up as a camp. So why is it that you've linked up? Because it can't be, you can't link up, you can't be linked up for the sake of the doctrine, so you must be linked up for the sake of something else.
What is it?
And regardless of it doesn't matter how brotherly you are, the doctrine comes first. Okay? So if you ain't teaching the correct doctrine, what the hell are you linking up for? You can still be on good terms.
Here we go.
You know, you don't have to, but look, it's going to have to be a mutual thing. It's going to have to be a very mutual respect.
2 Corinthians chapter 6 and 14. Be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers, okay? Because you don't believe in the doctrine of the Sabbath that the apostles and the elders, of Great Millstone, which have been broken down clearly unto us, teach. Because when I broke it down to the brother, when I broke it down to the brother that follows you now, but prayer came up to us, I think it was a few weeks before he even got with you, that clearly states that you're not teaching the same doctrine. Because if I've broken down to him, you've come up to the camp, we've broken down to him the doctrine in its fullest form, and we've gone into the whole subject, and then he comes across you, he should have the same effect. It clearly shows that you're not teaching him the same thing. Look, it clearly shows that we're not teaching the same thing.
Right.
Okay, or you're holding back something.
So that's what I'm thinking why the Most High kept stopping me from linking up with you.
Let me finish.
Because that was without my understanding.
Be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion have light with darkness? So it won't work. It can't work. Okay? That's the reason why the Most High has held us back from going and linking and meeting up and teaching with you. Because there must be something going on with you.
That must be the only possible reason. You understand? There's no other reason because we were on good terms. Alright? So let's finish this.
So satisfactory.
It's not that everything is manifested.
The reason why we don't link it because we don't teach there. That's the reason why we don't link it.
I like the fact that this is coming out because it just shows how you feel about me anyway.
That's reverse psychology. It's not about how we feel about you. You know the deal. But as we said, other camps link up. They will contact each other. I was contacting you. I wasn't going to randomly. You don't even live in London. That's how stupid it is. You don't even live in London. All right. So why are you teaching in London?
He does stay at his mum's.
Does he live in London?
He does stay at his
Does he
mum's.
live in London? So you're telling me I don't live in a certain borough of London, don't teach in London? Come on, please. Please. I'm not going to pay out where the man lives, but he does not live in London.
I don't know where he lives, but
Alright.
he does stay at his mum's.
That doesn't mean nothing. If you don't live there, because the man's saying because you don't live there, don't teach there. So that means you shouldn't even be coming into the whole vicinity of London. Do you understand me? You should stay your clerk outside of London.
Outside the M25.
Outside the M25. No, fam. You see, this is why I can't get angry, because it's... oh, gosh, go on. Let's finish this. Let's finish this.
It's not. You think if I saw you teaching in Peckham, or I saw you teaching in Tottenham or anywhere else, would I come up to you? Let me say something. Would I come up to you and say, why are you teaching in Peckham for? Why are you teaching in Tottenham?
Well, that's you personally, but then you probably don't care about your... I don't know. You even probably don't care about your foundation or what. Do you understand? What does the Bible say? Let every man boast of his own works. Do you understand? I'm reverencing it.
No, you better.
I'm reverencing quite. I'm paraphrasing it quite bluntly.
No, you need to get
all right, quite roughly.
You need to get this.
All right.
Before this goes up online, he's gonna...
But look, man.
Trust me.
Look, man. What's the bar say? There's a man that's slipping with his tongue and not with his mind. Who is he that's not
with his heart, okay?
All right. So look, man. I'm just laughing at it because of how stupid this sounds. We got to iron this out. Okay? So you're saying that you wouldn't have problems if a man came down on your foundation. Fine. Kudos to you. That's you personally. Go and speak to other camps. Alright? What that push the correct doctrine, mind you. Don't go and speak to no freaking IUIC and all freaking whatever.
That push the doctrine.
Teach the true doctrine that has been brought through GMS.
Yeah,
okay, ask those camps. Okay? That go through rain, sleet, snow, hell and high water that keep their foundation.
Calm.
Okay?
I've been pushing this truth and keeping.
Because there was nothing stopping this man from contacting me. I was contacting him. I went down there personally enough times as we were going down to Croydon to talk about trying to link up. So what was stopping you from coming to me and saying, yo, can we link up in Wood Green? Unless you had ulterior motives.
Nigga shit, man. That's something that nigga, not the two-thirds niggas, man.
Right, so that's, you got to throw the slander in there. Nigga shit, 2/3 niggas.
Because you can't keep it scriptural.
Because you can't keep it scriptural, but there's nothing, the offence isn't coming from this side. That's why. So you have to burn bridges to try and do something. Because there's nothing else you can do. And you have to understand, this is prior to my knowledge, there was no bad blood. Especially from this side, so I don't understand where your video is coming from. Unless there's something I missed.
You're not listening to what you're saying.
Anyway,
why would I bring out some if you're teaching there? Why would I do that?
Let's get some scriptures. Okay?
You gotta get me a correct scripture to back up what the hell you're saying. Because right now, you're not cutting in nothing.
Let me get one scripture. This is Ephesians chapter 5 and 11. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. Because what you're doing, those are works of darkness, man. Okay? That's why we're reproving you. Okay? You was being reproved. I reproved you 1-to-1. Okay? Not on no video thing, because I'm not really the guy that does, you know, the video rebuking thing. If I got a contact with a man, I'll go and link a man. I'll call the man up.
This is just to clarify, this is not a rebuke video. This is just to iron out the whole video of what you said.
That's the reason why, you know, that's the reason why I'm not saying too much, because I've already done what the scripture says and contacted the brother. Okay? Prior to the, you know, whatever. This isn't a rebuke video. Okay?
Show you some scriptures, man. Even
you can show me a scripture, but you have to understand what scripture you're talking about. You can't just show me a scripture. You have to understand.
Matthew.
Let's get Matthew, dog. Let's get Matthew.
Matthew.
You can put as many scriptures as you want. If you don't have to understand the scripture, then it don't make no sense. Because scripture says not to make yourself equal with an elder.
Okay.
Anyway, go on, Matthew.
Matthew 10. It's these. Matthew chapter 10, verse 5. These 10 of Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles, okay, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not. But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And ye go. He said, don't forget, he said, go to the places where Jake is, right?
So why are you telling us? This is how you're a novice. And that's not even mockery, nothing. You're not, because you pulled up, you're telling us not to go to areas where Jake is because we don't live in those areas. And yet you pull up a scripture saying, go to the areas where Jake is to try and, what? Back yourself. What sense does that make?
You're cutting yourself.
You've cut. Yes, I don't know if you're a macho sadist or what. This man is spiritually slicing up his own wrists. What are you doing? And then you're causing unnecessary contention.
That's what it says.
With people that are at peace with you. Why are you doing that?
Equal with thine elders.
Go to the places where Jake is, right? That's what he said, yeah? So now my question to you is, all the places that we've taught in, those are the places where Jake is at. So if you're telling us, because you're there already, we can't come and teach there as well, you're going off right there, because the Messiah commanded us to go to where Jacob is. But because for your own personal reasons, my foundation, that's
not a personal reason. That's a reason of the law.
No,
That's why Paul said.
there's a scripture that gets pulled out. You pulled it too early. Go on.
Go on.
Listen to the scripture that gets pulled out after.
We'll get to what Paul said, because I know we get there.
Comes back. Go and stand in front of him and say, "Oh, I told Ashan not to teach in Wood Green because that was my foundation," and see what he does to you, man. I'm trying to correct you because I love you, man. Leviticus 19:17, yeah?
That's not correction because you haven't correct. What are you correcting me for? Saying that you're teaching where we teach.
Let me ask you a question. The 12 apostles, yeah? Did you ever at any point in time see them argue about where other disciples were preaching and stuff? Did you ever see at any time?
Is that not the reason why what is it? Paul and what is it? Barnabas split up.
And them arguing about where other man taught. What's that scripture where John saw a couple brothers teaching in the name of Yahushua
And we forbade him.
and he forbade them? And Yahushua rebuked John. Okay? And said that any man that teacheth in my name cannot speak
Can lightly speak evil.
can lightly speak evil. So that did happen.
But they was teaching the correct doctrine.
They were
You're not teaching the correct doctrine, man. You're going off on the Sabbath and so forth.
And the thing is, you were taught the Sabbath as well, so you can't say that you don't, you know.
No, that's what I'm saying. Outside of this video, I have the
Paul and Barnabas. Hey, listen, don't even go there. Don't even go to Paul and Barnabas.
Understand the scriptures, guys. Understand the scriptures. That's your story to business, guys. That's okay. This guy I'm understanding from, cause you're not the. Cause listen, ain't that the reason why that man parted ways? Because what's his name wasn't there with
No, because he had a disciple that Paul didn't like what the scripture says.
Let me back out the scripture.
It says Paul also and Barnabas continued in Antioch teaching and preaching the word of Yahweh, okay? With many others also. They weren't busy beefing about the nonsense you're trying to beef with me now about.
No one's beefing with you, cuz you're the one that brought this up. The only way that there's a contention is because you want to be down in Wood Green, but you don't want to. No, you don't want to acknowledge that it's someone else's foundation. That's like me going directly opposite Oxford Street or King's Cross, all right? And then saying, "Oh, you're starting a beef with me."
basically.
I'm on their foundation. Of course they're gonna fucking cuss me out. Of course they're gonna cuss. They're in the right. I would deliberately be going down there and causing contention.
So that, basically, even if we are teaching the same doctrine, yeah, it's just going to cause confusion. Okay? And when you're fishing, remember, we're out there fishing for the elect, fishing for men. When you're fishing, two fishermen's boats can't be too close to each other, or the fish ain't going to come nowhere near.
Right, and you have to remember, this is not America.
It's a thing where you got to be sensible. You know, let me get that scripture. What is it? Corinthians 14 and 40.
This is not New York, all right?
I think it's Timothy's. It might be Timothy's.
Because if what he's saying is correct, then he shouldn't even be teaching in London. He should be teaching out where he lives.
First Corinthians.
All right?
Okay, 1 Corinthians.
Gosh.
1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 40. Let all things be done decently and in order. Okay? That's the point there.
But
That's not decency and in order.
But the thing
if we're teaching across the camp that's teaching the same doctrine, how is that in order? The only thing that's in order is that we're teaching the same doctrine, but it's not in order.
It's disarray.
Because basically you're fishing from both sides, so the people just gonna be thinking, "Oh, why aren't you guys together then?"
That's what was said.
Okay.
The only way you could be
And the
apart
scripture
is if you're
says-
teaching two different doctrines in the same area.
Exactly.
If IUIC or ISUBK come down to Wood Green, they're teaching a different doctrine. So we don't care where they are. Do you understand? You that's supposed to be teaching the same doctrine, you should know the order of the Bible, lest you should what did Paul say? Lest I should preach on another man's foundation. Because was it Paul was from Rome, but he was also in what? On Bethlehem, and Yahushua was from Bethlehem. That's why I said Christ taught there, lest I should teach on his foundation. Because I'm sure they must have been both from the same area then. That's why Paul went to Spain and to Italy and them other areas. Okay? That's why I go down to Croydon and what? Wood Green. Lest I should build on another man's foundation. Okay? Because Brixton and Nam and the other areas are closer. Alright? You got another scripture? I'm gonna play this then. I'll just play it.
Yeah, play that.
I'm letting you know where he is doing all that madness, yeah? Acts 15 and 36. And some days after, Paul said unto Barnabas, let us go again and visit our brethren in every city, bro. He didn't say in the places where we taught. He said in every city, okay? Where we have preached the word of Yahweh and see how they do.
Yeah, but
and
in
Barnabas,
every city that he taught you, friggin'.
That's what I mean. His tongue condemns himself.
That's what I'm saying.
Not where we've taught. That is where you've taught.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, fuck me. This is not a novice lifted up with pride. He falleth into the condemnation of the devil.
It's only when you listen to the video back here. But you have to be learned.
You'd have to be a learned man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why we're not. This is why we're not angry. It's sad because we're supposed to be on good terms.
Shine down the camera, because
We're supposed to be on good terms. That's why it's annoying me to a degree. Okay?
determined to take with them John, whose surname was Mark. So this is Barnabas trying to pick a man, yeah? But Paul thought not good to take him with them, who departed from them from Pamphylia, because the guy was a snake, bro. He ducked out on them when he mattered the most.
He wasn't a snake, okay? He wasn't a snake because he was pushing the work with them. Okay? It's just that he wasn't there at the time of them having a contention when they was pushing the work. So they was like, oh, wait, what? He wasn't there at that time, so why are you bringing him now, basically? Okay? He wasn't a snake. Otherwise, they wouldn't have, if he was a snake, why would they have thought to bring him back again? Because they both would have